Hello, Mike here at Game From Scratch, and today we're going to talk about the just released in preview Amazon Sumerian. Now, what the heck is an Amazon Sumerian? Well, to sum it up kind of in the easiest way, it is a web-based game editor slash engine slash interface to Amazon's web service backend for creating AR or augmented reality slash VR virtual reality experiences. It may sound a whole lot like a game engine, but to be honest, we're going to be a little bit on the edge of talking about game development today because honestly, you're not really the target model, which is funny because when you hear about this, you're going to sound, well, okay, that sounds a lot like a game engine, but it's not. Now, first thing's got to warn you in this video, unfortunately, I can't actually show you the Sumerian editor tools in effect. I actually don't have direct access to it. It is done by preview right now. You can sign up for the preview right here. In order to sign up, you need to have an Amazon Web Services account number already, which I technically do have, and then you apply, and then they get back to you if, I don't know, you fit their criteria. Sounded like too many hoops to jump through for something that's not directly aimed at game developers, so I kind of walked away from it. But what is it? Okay, first off, you have the Sumerian web tool, basically this tool right here, and that looks a whole lot like your typical level editor from a game engine. That's essentially what it is. It allows you to import 3D objects, either OBJ format, which is the classic static 3D graphics format, alias Wavefront going years and years back, plus FBX, which is probably the most common file format. It's Filmbox format. It's the standard format used by Autodesk tools. So those two 3D formats are supported, and get this one, Unity scene files are going to be importable as well. Again, this is not a game engine, but it supports game engine levels. Boggles your mind. You bring them in here, you can basically compose 3D AR VR worlds that you can then easily publish online for consumption with pretty much one click. On top of that, you can add logic to it. You see here there is a visual scripting entity system here for start, play speech, play emote, you know, for controlling your actors in the world, like this not at all pretentious looking avatar. So there is this scripting system built in there. On top of that, there is a JavaScript library you could script against on the back end for controlling how things go. But unfortunately, as you kind of heard as a recurring thing here, it is not really aimed at game developers. And I'm assuming this because game development, they are targeting towards the Lumberyard game engine. I think they're missing an opportunity here personally, but here they're aiming at employee educational videos, virtual concierge, training simulations, design and creative work, retail and sales, and field service productivity, whatever that one is. So you don't see game engine anywhere in that list. It's not really the target here. And also, this is technically not free, or kind of free. The tools themselves are actually completely free to use, at least well during the preview. And you can get part of the AWS free tier. You can get a limited amount of access, so 50 megabyte published scenes, up to 100 views per month for free for 12 months. But where you actually end up paying for this is on scene storage. So if you use a lot on the server side, you have to pay per month for the amount you use. We're talking 6 cents a gigabyte, so you have to have really big scenes for that to get expensive. And then where the kicker is, you pay for traffic. So as people go ahead and actually use your scenes or view your work, you're paying 38 cents per gigabyte for the traffic. So basically the data that goes from their server out to the end user's web browser, that is what you pay for at 38 cents a gigabyte. So if you have an incredibly large scene viewed by a whole lot of people, well, that could get expensive. But for most people, it's going to be peanuts for the most part. For example, Game From Scratch web servers take maybe 10 to 15 gigabytes a day in traffic. So that's a lot of data being transferred, you know, for that to get really expensive. But do be aware that there is those price tags attached. Now, you can break down, get further details on their pricing schemes available over here. Go back to Sumerian a bit. Right now, it targets Oculus Rift, HTC Vive, iOS AR, ARKit, I think they called it. So the augmented reality APIs for iOS, and AR Core, the Google version for Android, support is coming soon. So pretty much your big headsets minus the mobile ones such as Daydream or Gear VR. Those are the two basically missing from being supported at this point in time. So, yeah, that's basically Amazon Sumerian. you know, it had a whole lot of potential to be very interesting for game developers. And then the end result is we're not really the target audience, unfortunately. But if you happen to be building virtual reality experiences, you know, or maybe edutainment type games that are in VR, this might be one of the things that worth checking out for you. But in all honesty, for the majority of us, I did this video probably to let you know that, you know, sometimes something that looks like a duck and quacks like a duck isn't necessarily a duck. So if this looks like a game engine and sounds like a game engine, it's not a game engine. I hate to tell you that. But it's, you know, one of those things to keep an eye on. It, see what virtual reality comes to the future. You know, it might be of interest to you. Yeah, I figured I'd share this video. So that's about it. If you like that, please, of course, do click like. And normally, much more game development related topics, but we're kind of on the edge here. So if you're into that kind of stuff and you haven't already subscribed, do consider doing so. So what do you think of Amazon Sumerian? It's weird. Amazon's kind of doing everything these days. Actually, this is kind of funny. See the drop-down menu for their products. There, you have to scroll it. For one, this is very, very bad web design, which you'd think Amazon would know better. But this is how much crap they make now. It's insane. But they just added one more to the list, is their AR/VR engine, Sumerian. I don't know, maybe the next big thing, but I'm not that impressed. All right, so let me know what you think down below. Again, that's it for now. I will see you all later. Goodbye.